The human heart is a complex, often contradictory landscape, but few dynamics within it are as deeply mesmerizing or as utterly transformative as the silent collision between two specific souls. The fiercely self-reliant avoidant and one very rare, deeply misunderstood type of empath. We are not talking about the standard people pleaser who bends to every whim, nor the hypervigilant emotional sponge who absorbs pain until they break. No, there is a specific kind of empathic presence grounded, fiercely self-contained, and emotionally bulletproof that operates on an entirely different frequency. When this individual walks into the life of someone who has spent decades building high, impenetrable walls against intimacy, a quiet revolution begins. The avoidant, accustomed to partners who chase, plead, or cave under the weight of emotional distance, suddenly finds themselves standing before a mirror they cannot look away from. This isn't a story of toxic manipulation or a game of psychologue. Eichel chess, it is the natural, inevitable friction that happens when absolute, unshakable authenticity meets absolute, deeply structural self-defense. Most people spend their entire lives running from what they fear most, but when these two archetypes cross paths, the running stops, the armor cracks, and the illusion of total independence begins to unravel in ways neither of them ever saw coming. For the average person navigating the dating world, the avoidant attachment style feels like an unsolvable puzzle, a frustrating cycle of warmth followed by an immediate, freezing withdrawal. You get close, things feel magical, and then without warning, they pull away, leave your texts on read, or find a flaw in you that justifies their sudden exit. It drives most partners to madness, triggering a desperate chase that only pushes the avoidant further into their cave. But the rare empath we are focusing on today doesn't chase, doesn't panic, and doesn't beg for scraps of affection. In fact, their initial response to the avoidant's classic disappearing act is exactly what begins to quietly dismantle the avoidant's entire psychological blueprint. While everyone else is knocking frantically on the avoidant's door, this specific empath simply turns around and tends to their own garden, creating a profound, deafening silence that the avoidant has never experienced before. This silence doesn't feel like anger or a passive-aggressive punishment. It feels like absolute, unbothered peace. And that is precisely what makes it so incredibly terrifying and magnetic to someone who thought they could control the distance in every relationship. To truly understand why this dynamic is so explosive, we have to look beneath the surface of the avoidant's mind, past the cool exterior and the prideful declarations that they simply prefer being alone or that they haven't found the right person yet. Beneath every avoidance strategy lies a deeply buried, unconscious terror of being swallowed whole. Controlled, or ultimately abandoned after exposing their true, vulnerable self. Their independence isn't just a personality trait. It is a survival mechanism forged in early environments where relying on others felt unsafe, inconsistent, or emotionally costly. They learned early on that the only person who can keep them safe is themselves. So they built an intricate fortress of self-reliance using emotional distance as a shield. When they encounter traditional partners, the dynamic is predictable. The partner demands closeness, the avoidant feels suffocated, the avoidant retreats, the partner pursues, and the avoidant feels vindicated in their belief that people are fundamentally needy and draining. It is a comfortable, familiar dance that allows the avoidant to keep their armor completely intact while blaming the failure of the relationship on the other person's hyperanxiety. But then, the game changes entirely when they encounter this specific, rare archetype of the grounded empath. This individual possesses a profound depth of emotional intuition, able to read the unspoken microexpressions, the subtle shifts in body language, and the hidden pain behind the avoidant's sharpest defenses. Yet, crucially, they couple this deep sensitivity with an unshakable sense of self-worth and rigid, healthy boundaries. They can feel the avoidant's hidden suffering, but they refuse to carry it for them or be traumatized by it. When the avoidant attempts their usual tactic of pulling away to test the waters or to regain their sense of control, the grounded empath does something completely revolutionary. They let them go without a single argument. They don't send long, explanatory paragraphs. At 3 in the morning, they don't demand to know what they did wrong. They don't cry or scream for validation. They simply accept the space with absolute grace, continuing to live their vibrant, independent life, as if their internal peace was never dependent on the avoidant's presence in the first place. This brings us to a critical, suffocating moment of realization that typically happens around the 60-second mark of this psychological standoff, a quiet turning point where the avoidant's entire reality begins to warp. Up until this exact moment, the avoidant believed they held all the cards, confident that their absence would punish the empath or force them into submission. But as the hours turn into days and the days into weeks, a creeping, unfamiliar panic begins to settle deep into the avoidant's chest because the expected chase never comes, and they are left entirely alone with the echo of their own choices. For the first time in their life, their defense mechanism hasn't protected them from pain. It has insulated them from the only genuine, unconditional warmth they have ever felt, leaving them to wonder if they have finally pushed away the one person who truly saw them. What happens next inside the avoidant's mind defies everything traditional psychological. Why tells us about attachment shifting from a state of comfortable detachment into a frantic, internal crisis that forces them to confront a terrifying truth they have spent a lifetime running from. When the avoidant realizes that their withdrawal did not shatter the empath, the psychological power dynamic completely shifts. The avoidant is used to being the prize that others fight for, the mysterious, unavailable enigma that people exhaust themselves trying to fix or save. But the grounded empath doesn't view people as projects to be fixed. They view them as equals to be met in high vibrational truth. By refusing to play the role of the desperate pursuer, the empath inadvertently flips the script, becoming the ultimate enigma themselves. The avoidance mind, which is hypervigilant and constantly scanning for threat or manipulation, suddenly finds absolutely no data to process because the empath's behavior is entirely free of hidden agendas. There is no manipulation, no guilt tripping, no dramatic display of hurt, just an open, honest boundary that says, I am here if you want to connect deeply, but I am also entirely whole if you choose to walk away. This absolute lack of friction confuses the avoidant's psychological defenses because you cannot fight or flee from an opponent who refuses to step into the ring. This lack of resistance draws the avoidant back in with an almost gravitational force, sparked by an intense, burning curiosity that they cannot seem to extinguish. They find themselves constantly thinking about the empath, analyzing their past conversations, and trying to decipher how someone can be so incredibly loving, yet so entirely untethered to the need for external validation. The avoidant, who usually prides themselves on being the most emotionally detached person in the room, suddenly realizes that the empath possesses a much deeper, more authentic form of detachment, one rooted not in fear, but in profound self-love and spiritual alignment. This realization is incredibly humbling and deeply disarming. When the avoidant inevitably makes a cautious, tentative attempt to return, expecting to face a wall of resentment or a barrage of emotional demands, they are met instead with a calm, open warmth that is entirely free of conditional judgment, which confuses and disarms them even further. The grounded empath's true power lies in their ability to hold a space of absolute emotional honesty without absorbing the avoidant's chaotic energy or reacting from a place of personal woundedness. When the avoidant tries to use sarcasm, intellectualization, or emotional coldness to keep the empath at a distance, the empath looks right through the defense straight into the underlying vulnerability, often calling it out with a gentle, devastating clarity that leaves the avoidant completely exposed. They might say something as simple and unvarnished as, I can see that you're feeling overwhelmed right now, so I'm going to give you space, but I won't. Participate in a dynamic where we don't speak honestly to each other. This combination of radical transparency and total lack of anger acts like a laser beam cutting through concrete walls. The avoidant cannot use their standard survival strategies because those strategies were designed to protect against attack, criticism, or engulfment, none of which are present in the empath's calm, sovereign delivery. As the relationship progresses under these unique terms, the avoidant experiences a profound internal meltdown that is both painful and deeply healing. They are forced to confront the reality that their hyperindependence is not a sign of strength, but a cage of isolation that keeps them from experiencing the very depth of love and connection they secretly crave. The grounded empath becomes a living testament to the fact that it is possible to be deeply vulnerable, profoundly connected, and completely safe all at the exact same time. The avoidance mind begins to rewrite its old code, realizing that letting someone in does not mean losing your freedom or your identity, provided that person is as emotionally anchored as the empath is. This realization breaks the avoidant down to their knees, not through force, control, or dominance, but through the irresistible, melting power of unconditional acceptance and unyielding self-respect. It forces them to make a definitive, life-altering choice: to continue hiding behind their crumbling walls in lonely safety, or to finally step out into the open, shed their armor, and risk everything for a love that has the power to truly set them free. Think about your own patterns, your own walls, and the people you have let in or pushed away over the years. When you look closely at the relationships that completely changed the trajectory of your life, was it the people who chased you who made the biggest impact, or was it the one person who had the strength to stand completely still in their own truth and let you choose?